Hello everyone, welcome to this video. We are doing question number 15 from H.C. Verma book, Concepts of Physics 1 from chapter number 3, Kinematics. According to the question, a train starts from rest. The train starts from rest, that means initial velocity u is equal to 0 and moves with a constant acceleration of 2 meter per second square. The acceleration is constant, that is 2 meter per second square. As the acceleration is constant, therefore we can apply the Newton's equation. We can apply Newton's equation in this question. For half a minute, the train is moving for half a minute at this acceleration. So time given is half minutes, or you can say 30 seconds. The brakes are then applied and the train comes to rest in 1 minute. So the brakes are applied. So let us assume, let the deceleration due to the brakes applied be d. Let d be the deceleration. And for how long it is applied? For t2 is equal to 1 minute, that is 60 seconds. So in the A part, what is asked? The total distance moved by the train. We have to find the total distance in how much period? T1 plus T2 period. We have to find the total distance. Okay, after applying the brakes, what is the final velocity? Final velocity is 0 after applying the brakes, because the train comes to rest. Okay, now let us apply the Newtonian equation and let us see what is the distance traveled. So according to the equation, S is equal to ut plus half at square. In the first case, when there is acceleration, what is the distance traveled? Suppose S1 is the distance traveled. The initial velocity is 0 in this case, plus half. What is the acceleration initially? 2 meter per second square. And what is the time taken? 30 seconds. So 30 square. So how much is the distance traveled in 30 seconds? That is 900 meters. So during acceleration, the train travels 900 meters. Now let us see what is the distance traveled during deceleration. Before finding that, let us see what is the velocity of the train after 30 seconds of acceleration. So initial v is equal to u plus at. This is the first equation of motion. So initially the velocity is 0, the acceleration is 2 meter per second square, and the time is 30 seconds. So what will be the velocity after 30 seconds? It will be 60 meter per second. Now let us see, in the second case of deceleration, the deceleration starts at what velocity? At 60 meter per second. The velocity of the train when the deceleration starts is 60 meter per second square. So when I am finding the S2, distance traveled during deceleration, in that case, when I am applying the initial velocity ut plus half at square, when I am applying this equation, I have to put the value of u as v. V will be this value. So we will put u as 60 meter per second. We will put time as 60 seconds. Acceleration, what is the acceleration at this point? This is deceleration. So we do not know this value. And what is the time taken? Time taken is 60 seconds. We do not know two values in this equation, S2 and acceleration. So to solve S2, to find S2, we need to find out A first, that is D first. So let us apply another equation, that is V is equal to U plus AT. Now the train comes at rest in 1 minute. We have this data. So therefore the velocity after deceleration is 0. The initial velocity when the deceleration started is 60 meter per second, and the this we have to find, that is d, and the time taken in deceleration is 1 minute. So therefore we will put it as 60 seconds. So solving this, we can find out d is equal to minus 1 meter per second square. So we have found out the deceleration. So we just need to put this deceleration into S2 equation and we can find out the value of S2. So let us solve for S2. S2 will be equal to 60 into t is also 60 plus half into deceleration is minus 1 into t square, that is 60 square. So when we will solve this value, this is 3600 and this is 1800 minus 1800. So 3600 minus 1800 would come out to be 1800 meters. So the distance travelled by the train during deceleration is 1800 meters, and after that the train comes at rest. So we have to find the total distance travelled by the train. So total distance travelled by the train, let us assume that as S. So total distance would be S1 plus S2, and it comes out to be, what was S1? S1 we have found out 900 meters. So 900 meters plus 1800 meters, so it will come out to be 2700 meters or 2.7 kilometers. So after traveling a distance of 2.7 kilometers, the train comes to rest. Now in the B part, it is asking the maximum speed attained by the train. So when is the maximum speed attained? Maximum speed is attained just at the point when the train starts decelerating. So that when the train starts decelerating, the velocity was 60 meter per second. So this will be the maximum velocity which the train achieves. So therefore V maximum would be equal to, in the B part, V maximum would be equal to 60 meter per second. In the C part, it is asking the position of the train at half the maximum speed. So at half the maximum speed, that is V is equal to 30 meter per second. At this particular speed, what will be the position? So let us find out that. So we have to find the positions at which this train reaches 30 meter per second. So as we can see, the velocity, the train starts from rest and it is accelerating initially with a constant acceleration. Therefore it will accelerate to a maximum value, that is in our case is 60 meter per second, and then it will decelerate to zero velocity. The train comes at rest afterward. So there will be 2 points at which the train reaches 30 meter per seconds. Let us call these points as T1 and T2. There will be two positions. First position would be in the case when the train is accelerating, and the second position would be in the case when the train is decelerating. So let us take two cases. First, when the train is accelerating at 2 meter per second square. So in this case, what will be the distance travelled? Let us use the third equation of motion, that is V square is equal to U square plus 2AS. We have to find out this S. The final velocity is 30 meter per second. We have to see that the train reaches 30 meter per second. Initially the velocity of the train is 0. The acceleration of the train in this case is 2 meter per second. So we have to find S. So let us say this is S3. So S3 would be 30 square divided by 2 into 2. So it will come out to be 900 divided by 4, that is 225 meters. So the distance traveled by the train during the period of acceleration is 225 meters when the train reaches 30 meter per second. Now in the second case there is deceleration, and we have found the deceleration as -1 meter per second square. In this case the initial velocity will be u, in this case would be 60 meter per second, because the deceleration starts when it reaches the maximum velocity. After that the deceleration starts, so this will be equal to 60 meter per second. So again putting the formula, v square is equal to u square plus 2as. In this case a would be again v would be 30 meter per second, u would be 60, and acceleration would be -1. So we have to find out this S4. So S4 would come out to be 60 square minus 30 square divided by 2. So this will be 3600 minus 900, that is 2700 divided by 2. This will be equal to 1350 meters. So the distance traveled by the train from the point of deceleration to achieve this velocity, that is 30 meter per second, is 1350. So the position of the particle would be equal to, the train accelerates for 900 meters and then it decelerates. So initially the train travels 900 meters in acceleration, and then 1350 meters it travels when the train is decelerating. So therefore the total distance which the train travels when it achieves the velocity of 30 meter per second would be 2250 meters, that is 2.25 kilometers. So there would be two positions. The first position would be 225 meters from the initial point, and the second position would be 2.25 kilometers from the initial point. At these two positions the velocity of the train would be 30 meter per second. I hope you have understood all the three parts. Thank you.